So the ethical decision is about myself and a client. I'm a psychotherapist, and we know that the typical ethical decision for a psychotherapist is to always have a strict boundary when it comes with socializing with a client in general, or crossing the line of any kind of other role definition besides psychotherapist and client. And in this case, one of my clients was a construction, in the field of construction, contractor. And he had suggested to me, he knew I was getting some work done in the house, and he had suggested that he could give me very top work. And I guess we didn't talk about money, but that he would be fair with me. And my initial reaction was no. I had a lot of trepidation about it. And I asked him what made him want to work for me. And he said that he wanted to pay me back for all the wonderful help I had given him over the couple of years we had been together in therapy. And the second reason was that, frankly, he needed the work. Well, I had trepidation, but I agreed because I felt that I could trust him, that I knew that he was extremely good at what he did, and I felt that he would be very honest and fair with me. And he touched me when he talked about wanting to pay me back or repay me in some way. As it turned out, it did not work out well at all. It was exactly everything that the reasons why therapists are not supposed to cross the line with their clients. It turned out that he was under-responsible, that he wasn't there to supervise his people, that there was a great misunderstanding over money, that I felt he overcharged me, and that I was quite unhappy. The end result was okay. It was much, much slower than I thought it would be, and he charged more because it was slower, which I didn't think was my problem. Where it became particularly problematic was I felt irate as an unsatisfied customer. However, in my role of therapist, I could not bring up any of this as a customer because that would go against my role as a therapist. And I thought that if he ever brought it up, then I could possibly give him some feedback. But even within, my hands were tied because I could not afford to have any of my angst as a customer spill over into my role as therapist. Now, ironically, it would have been wonderful feedback for him because he never understood exactly why he wasn't as successful a contractor as he wanted to be. And I had this valuable information, but I could not give it to him because I didn't trust my own angst. Well, we continued in a regular therapeutic relationship without ever talking about this for some time, for many, many months. And then he ran into another problem with his business, and he wasn't getting enough work, and he asked me if he could barter with me. Luckily, I remembered, and I had spent a lot of time with my colleagues talking about this and how I had made this mistake. Even though I thought I could use his help, I said no, I didn't think that would be a good idea. But I did offer him a discount. And he asked me this about 3 months ago, and basically he has not come back. So he may never come back as my client, or he may come back at the discounted price that I offered him. But that's basically it in a nutshell, and I learned that no matter what, I can never cross the line with a psychotherapy client in any other role, social role or construction role or any other role. The two just don't mix.